What up guys, Nakamoto Crypto here. So this one was requested by one of my regular viewers and subscriber, Pierre. Pierre hit me up on Twitter a few weeks back and said, hey, I want you to check out this platform called Kyoto Protocol. They claim to be carbon credited and all of that good stuff. So I finally got some time to check it out, and today we're going to talk about Kyoto Protocol, as they promise to pay you 916,474% APY. Stay tuned, like and subscribe. Let's get right onto it. So meet Kyoto Protocol. They simply claiming to be the world's first decentralized multi-layer carbon credit finance protocol. Their technology is claiming to improve the slow and outdated carbon credit industry by just implementing trustless smart contracts on the blockchain and secure, transparent blockchain ledgers, all of that good stuff. Carbon copy protocols. Now, these are the fees they charge. Now, they claim they can pay you up to 916,474% APY. That is absolutely high. I mean, if you look at Safu, that's about, I think, 300,000% APY, which is about 2.2% a day, something like that. These guys are claiming to pay you up to 2.5% daily, and it is on constant auto, just rebasing and compounding, and that's how much they can pay you daily. So 15% buy tax if you are buying into them, and 20% sales tax, which is absolutely high, but hey, they gotta make their money on fees as well. On this segment, you can understand what are carbon credited marketplaces and everything that you need to know on this. And as for the Tokenomics Kyoto Protocol, they said they had a fair launch, providing holders with compounded rewards every 15 minutes, of course, and the supply is about 3.25 billion tokens. Now, right now, their token on the market is about $28. And I believe this is the price that it was when it launched. So this only launched this month, and it is up already by 10%. So it launched at $26. It is at $28. So it keeps fluctuating at around that $30 mark. So we don't know how long this would last, as most rebase tokens, this is what they do. They take off, they dump down, they take off because of the rebases. Now, these rebases are pretty high. In my opinion. Are they able to pay you this, for the rest of your life? Of course not, but they are trying to build utility around this stuff. And when I looked into Kyoto Protocol, I think they are the only one that keeps putting emphasis on just utility, creating utility, bringing that carbon-free blockchain industry into the Kyoto Protocol. I think they're going to be building it on Web3 or something like that. So the one thing I find interesting though is that there was already a Kyoto Protocol that was created. I remember this because on Cardano, when I was researching projects that are launching on Cardano, once Cardano launches last year, I came across this one here. This was Kyoto Protocol. It is still built on top of the Cardano ecosystem, and they're pretty much doing the same thing. They are building the world's first hybrid DeFi carbon commodity market. They're trying to tap into that. The world is trying to go carbon free, and so is cryptocurrencies. Soon enough, Bitcoin is going to have a lot of these problems in terms of environment. Mining Bitcoin will be difficult in the future because of things like this. Bitcoin is, well, they say it's harmful for the environment. So a lot of Bitcoin miners are switching to solar, and they're trying to go carbon free as much as they can, just trying to be more friendlier to the environment. So there was already a Kyoto Protocol built on top of Cardano. I'm not sure whether this Kyoto Protocol is that Kyoto Protocol, or they just took that idea and ran with it, or I don't know what's going on with that. You're gonna have to figure that one out. I'll leave the link of this white paper here in the description box below. Just look up Kyoto Protocol Cardano and compare the two white papers with this Kyoto Protocol and see whether or not they are linked together, or one is trying to copy the other. I'm not sure what's going on with that. They're building a ton load of utility and use cases. Pierre did mention to me that he haven't seen anywhere that these people have been able to substantiate their claims that they are actually working on bringing in carbon credited stuff onto the blockchain. I guess we're just gonna have to wait on this one. When I looked it up, I couldn't find much either. So Zurich Finance did audit them, and this is what they find about the Kyoto protocol. So the audit, I think, is still ongoing, but there are several issues that Zurich Finance has found on the Kyoto protocol contract code, and that says that in the contract Kyoto protocol, the contract owner has the authority over functions shown, in this diagram. So you guys know, contract deployers always have some hidden, functions they can add and remove functions. That's why, so you got to be cautious entering anything. Read the audit, see what the auditors have said about them. So in their alleviation, they acknowledge that, yeah, this is there, but they have implemented a multi-signature move for the wallets in control of their smart contract, the Kyoto protocol. So the seed phase is protected in a Metro bank, and it is literally locked in a box. So if there was, for example, a hacker or somebody to try to get into the Kyoto protocol, the seed phrases are protected, so people's funds are safe. Now, Zurich Finance found another issue that says, all of the Kyoto protocol tokens are sent to a treasury receiver's wallet when deploying the contract. Now, this could be a centralization risk, as the owner of that treasury receiver's address, he or she can distribute Kyoto tokens without obtaining the consensus of the community. You get it? So this is highly centralized according to Zurich Finance. Contract deployer can do just whatever he can do with these tokens. He can shut down shop and go. And then alleviation, Kyoto protocol once again came back and said, we have always been transparent with our community, yada yada, in regards to these treasury wallet. They distributed 49% of the supply on fair launches and burning a proportionate amount from the treasury wallet to keep the supply centralization in check. So this is what they say. So basically, before you get into a Kyoto protocol, just read through the Zurich Finance audit and what they have to say about this protocol. As you all know, with these rebase tokens, they take off and they land. This one reminds me of KlimaDAO. You remember KlimaDAO? It was claiming whatever Kyoto protocol was claiming now. The only difference is Kyoto protocol is trying to, create utility around what they are building, which is a good thing. 2.5% daily. If you're promising to pay people that much, you better bring utility to the table. If there's no utility, no use cases for this, it all gonna take off, just like Titano and all the rest of these rebase token stuff. You look at this. This is KlimaDAO. KlimaDAO took off last year, and it was the first of its kind. It's one of the first ones last year. I remember this one that was claiming, to be carbon credited, to tap into that carbon credited market, and they took off at around $2,000, went all the way up to like $4,000 something dollars, and then it's back down to $2 right now. This is what it did because of rebasing, trying to pay people something that they don't have. And unfortunately, this is what it did to the price. Something dropped from $4,000 to $2 right now. This project is literally dead. I think it lost 99% of its value. Look at that. $3,946 all-time high, October 26th of 2021. And the all-time low was July 3rd of 2022, literally this month, when this project dropped to $2.51. So my question is that, is Kyoto protocol going to do the same thing? It's at $28 right now. It haven't reached, price discovery all-time highs yet. So now could be a good entry point for you. This only launched a month. If you remember, with these rebase tokens, I always tell you, if you can get in early, pre-sale, yes. Also after pre-sale, you get in, ride the wave up, and then you can sell. But Kyoto protocol are claiming that, you hold this token, NFTs are coming to be wrapped around it, whole lot of utilities getting built around it. And if they're building utility, it's a good thing to maybe sit on it and then wait to see how this plays out long term. They claim to be able to pay you this 2.25% for a whole year, and then we'll see where we go from there. My take on any of these rebase token is just this right here. Let's say you put in $500 into Kyoto protocol at 2.5% daily for 1 year. automatically compounding itself. Look at how much you're gonna get. With a $500 investment, you can make up to $4 million by next year, by this time next year, if you sitting on the Kyoto protocol. Is this possible, guys? Realistically, look in the mirror and let me know if you can make these kind of gains on a $500 investment if you just compound it. Well, you don't have to compound it, they compound it for you. It is auto staking, auto compounding, rebasing for you. But then what's most likely to happen is Climadao also made these promises, and this is how long it took for them to fizzle out. So greed would take over, of course. Platforms like this, that's why I always say, don't go in guns blazing with your mortgage or your rent money thinking you can, become a millionaire on Kyoto protocol and that. Until the day they deliver, until the day that they show you utility, they show you that whatever carbon credit stuff they're working on the background and their partners are real. Because a lot of companies will come up to you, crypto projects. I've been in crypto for over 5 years. A lot of crypto projects would come up to you initially and say, we've partnered with Amazon, Walmart, with this, just throwing big names here and there. But deep down in the reality, those people are not really partnered with them. So unless they can, substantiate on those claims, unless they can come up and show their partnerships and show what they're working on the background, unfortunately, you just don't know. So you just blindly investing into something you have no idea that you are doing. So you got to be extra cautious with these things. So my take on that is no financial advice. Once again, you can lose $500, so why not throw $500 to $1,000, whatever you can afford, money that you are willing to lose. So if you lose it, you're not going to lose your sleep. So you can put that kind of money in there and just rebase it and see where it takes you from there. So hopefully you can make your ROI and even more. If you believe in the protocol, you believe in the system. I've watched an interview with them with James Pelton. That was a really cool AMA that they did. So they go a bit further deep explaining what this Kyoto protocol is and how they're working with carbon credits and all of that. I will leave the link of this interview in the description box below. Shout out to James, and all of these guys he was interviewing on the Kyoto protocols and that. If you want to get involved with the Kyoto protocol, just check them out and all of that stuff. Trade with them with caution. It could be another just rebase token. Look at Climadao, what it done. And Climadao also made the same claims, well, similar claims when it comes to, rebasing carbon credit. The carbon credit market is going to be big in the future, with Web3 and all of this stuff. If Kyoto protocol can capture that market, then definitely, Pierre, if you're watching this, there's money to be made on this thing. So my take on that is you are still early. No financial advice, of course. This is only like several weeks old. It haven't even reached price discovery yet. So there's a high chance that this could go up to, for example, $50, as they're claiming to be burning tokens. You know how Safu have the fire pit, the Kyoto protocol has the token burn pit, where, as the volume increases, the Kyoto tokens burn pit grows in size, increasing through a self-fulfilling auto compounding. This will reduce the circulating supply, keeping the Kyoto protocol more stable. So they claim to be doing it better than the other ones. Let's wait and see where that takes us. With that being said, thank you, Pierre, for suggesting this. If you guys have any protocol, any DeFi projects that you want me to review and look up for you, let me know in the comment section below. Also, hit me up on Twitter like Pierre did, and then, I will look it up for you and I'll probably make a video about it. Like up the video, share it, subscribe for some crypto content. I have been Mr. Nakamoto Crypto, and I'm out.